Hi everyone, it's Kelly from Kelly's Little Ones Nursery and More. How are you all doing on this fine Friday evening? So I'm gonna come on here tonight to do another sit down chat. I told you a few days ago that I made that eye appointment, and I went to it. I'm here to give you an update. So, I had the exam, and with long story short, I found out why this eye is blurry and foggy when I do this. It's because, and are you ready for this one? It's because I have cataracts in this eye, and I also have he also told me that I have beginning stages of cataracts in this eye. This hasn't happened yet, but it's starting to. Based on the exam that the nurse did first, the nurse did most of the exam and took notes and, the actual eye exam, and then he did his own little exam on both eyes as well as the bad one, the reason why I'm there. And given the fact that I'm only 42 years old, you guys, and I now have cataract, which is I've heard that it's not a hard surgery. They said that I went to the valley, the one out here in the valley, but unfortunately, if he did recommend the surgery, but he said something about they wanted something about a cataract evaluation, I think, something to that effect. And because he does recommend surgery, he said he would most likely do surgery on this one first, and most likely what, and he also said probably on this one too. He said when he looked in this eye, he couldn't even see in it, and it was hard for him to even see in this one, but he noticed a little bit. They did two sets of eye drops. They did one, the nurse did, that did the examination part. She they did she did both eyes. First, the first set of eye drops was to measure the pressure in the eyeballs, or in the eyes, I guess you should say. And then the second one was the the solution where it dilutes your eyeballs and makes your pupils huge. And yeah, so that is the update that I do have cataracts in this eye, and it's pretty sad that it sucks that not only do I have it, and yes, it can be fixed, but he wants I think he wants an something about an eval first. Even the guy that I went over down the hall, the other end of the hall, to their diagnostic part where they do x-rays and ultrasounds. I never knew that you could do an ultrasound on your eye, but you can. He just told me to close my eye, and he took a little stick like thing and put like the little goop on it. Told me to shut my eye, and and he just kind of took rubbed it around the eye and took some photos because the doctor said that The reason why he wanted that is because he said he said he would hate to do the cataract surgery to remove the cataract successfully, but for only for something else to be wrong. He wanted the ultrasound in this eye so he could get a better look because he wasn't able to see in with his set of tools. He wasn't able to see in with the tools he used. That's probably why he wanted the ultrasound so he could see better. Because he said, I would hate to have you have a successful cataract removal only to discover that there's something else wrong, like a retina detachment or anything else like that, or blood vessels that were detached or something to that effect too. I made sure that I let him know that it had just started, but I've been seeing eye floaters in both eyes. Primarily when that happens, uh, it happens in the sun. It's like, and I bought myself a pair of sunglasses on that day because the last time I went to an eye doctor, according to the records that they had, it said that I last seen someone else in 2011, I think it was. So, yeah. And because they didn't even ask me who my previous eye doctor was, but he has since retired, so I had no choice but to get a new one anyway. So yeah, that is the update. I have cataracts in this eye, and I'm only 42. But it's not like it happened over time. It just like happened all of a sudden. Like 1 week, I could see perfectly out of both eyes, and then all of a sudden, it started getting a little foggy, and I was like, what is going on? And it just wasn't going away when I tried like splashing water in it and maybe trying to make it water because it was watering a lot. Um, but I'm like, oh man, I've got to get this checked out. And so that was his recommendation. He said he would recommend um, cataract surgery, which is not too hard. It would have to be done at their downtown center because the building out here, they don't have their own surgical center apparently, but the downtown one does. So at the end of the appointment, after I went and did the ultrasound of this eye, uh, both the guy that did the ultrasound and the doctor that did the exam and gave me the official root of the problem said, oh, just go back up front where you checked in and you can schedule evaluation and you can have the eval here. I want an evaluation first before I do the surgery. So I go back up to the very place they told me to and was standing there, and I even told the guy at the front desk, I said, I think it's an evaluation. He said I have cataracts in this eye. So I think he wants an evaluation for that, apparently. And and apparently whatever whatever the doctor wanted, it wasn't in the system. He hadn't put it wasn't in the system yet up front. And the guy was sitting next to the gal who happened to be his boss, and the guy said, the guy looked at his boss and said, should I just call back there and see what they want? And she's like, oh no, just, I would just have, I would just have that, or have her call them if they don't call her, or wait for them to call her, or whatnot, or whatever, to that effect, basically. So he gave me a card and highlighted the number for scheduling a next appointment. Oh, if they haven't called you by Friday, call this number and things should, whatever the doctor wanted would be in the system. And she on her computer had more access to a way to get into the things they needed. Oh, it's not in here. I don't know what it's for. And I even told him, I said, the doctor said I have cataracts in this. But what does an evaluation mean? So in the comments down below, can you guys tell me, have any of you, because most of you are 55 to 65 and plus and up, if I believe is my general audience, ages of my general audience. If any of you out there have ever had cataract surgery, did your eye doctor ever tell you to have an evaluation before an actual surgery, or how did that work? And let me know, and I will keep you guys updated. They never called me today. I definitely want to get this taken care of as soon as possible. So I'm going to give these idiots a call next on Monday and figure out if I can say the right dang things to get the answers I need to go back to that office and do the cataract evaluation. I think that's what he wanted. He didn't really specify very much, and I was in the room by myself. I don't know, having my mom there probably wouldn't have done much good, even though she is my caregiver, but since her stroke a few years ago, that kind of messed with her brain a little bit. I know that's a little bit more information that you need to know, but yeah. And forgive my spelling if I don't spell cataract right, because if it doesn't give it to me correctly, I'm just gonna sound it out, just like I did when I posted on Facebook, letting people know. But let me know in the comments down below if you had to have like uh not a referral, but like an evaluation first and then your cataract surgery. Let me know in the comments down below and tell me what. Could you give me some definitive answers if there's any of you out there that have had cataracts in either or your eyes? The reason why I want this done ASAP, so this can get done and get out of there and hopefully heal and get better before this one starts to get worse. I need you guys to keep me in your thoughts and your prayers, please. Um, because pray that when I call that office on Monday, I can get some definitive answers of what they want before they are willing to do the surgical procedure that this needs to be fixed. So that is the update on my eye. I told you I'd give you an update. That is the update. I was hoping it would be something a little bit similar, or not similar, but a lot less whatever you call it, a lot less abrasive or whatever. And I thought it would, I thought maybe just, I was hoping that it would be like an infection or something. I don't know if you can tell, but people have said my eye looks cloudy. I can't tell. I can't tell because I can't really see out of it. Can you tell if it looks cloudy? I can't tell. I don't know. And the other thing is, since this, and another question I have for you guys too before I let you guys go. When you get, even though I know that this is cataracts in the eye, which I have, but and it's all foggy, but even though it's foggy and I can see out of it, but just barely, when you had cataracts, did your eyes become a lot more light sensitive? Because this eye, since actually getting like this, it seems to be a lot more light sensitive. You guys can answer that for me. That would be great. Now I'm going to let you guys go for now. And thank you so much for listening. I'm going to do my best to look at this keyboard and title this video. And I have to literally look down at it just to make sure I get it correctly. Either that or put a patch or something over this bad eye so I can use the good eye, what I have left. Oh, and one more thing. And he also, when the doctor was making me look through his little lens thing, he was like, look straight ahead. He said, for some reason, he said, my eye turns. Like, it does look straight ahead, but it turns slightly, which is like weird. But that is the update. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Answer those questions. If you had cataracts before, are your eyes more light sensitive with cataract in it? And um, do you have to get an evaluation before surgery, even though it is recommended? All right, so answer those questions for me and keep me in your thoughts and prayers. As always, if you made it to the end of this video, which we're at, looks like 10 minutes. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring the notification bell. And we will see you in the next video. And bye for now. Peace out.